around the corner, got them shades on my eyes. It's a pretty little thing by my side, that's flawless. Why you niggas still chasing roaches? Collecting all this money on the roads like I'm homeless. A nigga like me.
Welcome back, everyone. You don't know it's Nicardo Media House out here again, man. No fear, here the big bad Champions League review show and Nicardo Media House. But look, people, bless upon yourself. If you're new, you know what to do. Click that bell. That's one of the only way to get this channel improving more and more. Smash up the like button so the videos can go out further. Comment and tell me what you guys think about the games, man, on match day 2 in the UEFA Champions League. Man United and Arsenal battle it, but I'm going to get in all of that nitty-gritty, further down in the channel. Just tell everyone, just bless up, man. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Hope everyone had a wonderful time at work. But Man United, the Red Devils. Another loss again, from Eric Ten Hag men. The Turkish team took down United 3-2 at Old Trafford. Casemiro got red card. The Gunners, they battled it over there in France against Lens, a struggling team. In the French Liga, Arsenal lost their first away game, their first game of the season. Arsenal going into this game, Arsenal haven't conceded a goal, traveling on the away. They beat Bournemouth, they beat Crystal Palace, they beat Brentford. They beat Everton, haven't conceded a goal, and they travel to France and concede not one, but two. The French team, Lens, came back from 1-0 down after a goal scored by Gabriel Jesus, and they came back and won that game 2-1, man. But yeah, I'm going to, start off by, talk about the two early games that played, Union Berlin, lost 3-2 to Braga, and Real Sociedad, beat Salzburg and Austria 2-0 comfortable. But Union Berlin game, Union Berlin, scored 2 goals first. The Surinamese, the Caribbean man, back out with 2 goals. Unstoppable, man, to see what this guy is doing from last season until now. He just can't stop scoring. But Union Berlin controlled most of that first half of the game. I would say like the first 30 minutes of the game. They control most of the ball position, the way they attack in counter. But Braga was the type of team that, the Portuguese way, just trying to calm things down and box around the ball. But Union Berlin caught them on the break 2 times, and those goals scored by Baka. But guess what? Union Berlin conceded a goal just before the end of that first half. And that was a really good goal, to be honest. And from there, the momentum shift. And in the second half, Braga came out bright as they did. They left that in the first half. They played really good in the last quarter of that first half and just pick up what they dropped off in that first half. And they just start to roll over this Union Berlin team. Leonardo Bonucci at the back didn't really have any answer. But shout out to the Portuguese team. They won that game 3-2, came back from 2-0 down. The guy Bruma, he scored that equalized goal. It was a classic goal to go 2-2. And then they scored that goal in the 90th minute to win the game. In Germany. But good show put on by Union Berlin. But the fans, as I said, the fans were excellent. Wonderful atmosphere, in the stadium today from the Union Berlin, as Berlin painted red today in the capital, but we want to move on. Real Sociedad took down Salzburg in Austria 2-0, very comfortable win as they did. Weekend gone in that Basque derby against Atletico Bilbao, they won that game 3-0, comfortable. But those 2 goals that scored today, by Mendes and how you pronounce his name? Oyarzabal, 2 left-footed shot, 2 curlers, wonderful goal. Salzburg didn't have any answer, but Salzburg is a tough place to play in Austria. The crowd, the stadium is right on the touchline, but Real Sociedad, just took everything out of this Salzburg team as they didn't have any answer. But we're going to move on, to the big one, Group A. Manchester United lost 2-3. Galatasaray, Wilfred Zaha, Icardi, men. All of them was on target, man. But, Galatasaray, they haven't won an English side, and they have done it tonight at Old Trafford. Wonderful performance, by some individual players, Sasha Boye, Icardi, the two Turkish midfielders. I'm not even going to try to pronounce those guys' name, but Zaha had a fielder on that left-hand side coming up against Dalot. But, they have done it. They've done it. They won their first ever Champions League game on English side. But I'm going to start things off. The first 15 minutes and the opening 15 minutes after second half, it was excellent on a United standpoint. We kept seeing this. This is like a trend. United only playing like a quarter of the 90 minute really good, and left the other 3/4 of the game. Poor mistakes after mistakes. But Onana, man, what's going on with Onana? That mistake, just to get Casemiro made that challenge and got that red card. But the team was, I don't know, the team was really poor today. The team was really poor. Not so bad as I said in the first 15 minutes, but what the hell, Dalot is doing, Zaha bullied the man in the box and, to get that equalizer to go 1-1. They scored. They scored 6 minutes after we scored. Rasmus Holland got that goal. Beautiful cross from Marcus Rashford. As you can see, Marcus Rashford in this game, he tried to link up play with Rasmus, and it kind of looked better between the pair, as they look like the best mate on the pitch today. But Rasmus Holland, he's looking like someone like a Ruud van Nistelrooy. Just by picking up the ball and dribble. This boy got pace. This boy got skill. But what more can we ask for the young kid to do in the game against Galatasaray? He have done his best, but the goalkeeper and the defense line just didn't do their business. And some of it have to go on the coach. That opportunity by Rashford got away with the breakaway, that beautiful ball. I think Casemiro passed that ball to that was the first goal, but the ball that Rashford got, one-on-one through pass. I think it was Eriksen. Passed that ball, and I don't know what Rashford. Maybe last season Rashford would have took that opportunity on his own and just shoot it, But it didn't happen. He trying to wait for Bruno Fernandes to come, and it was just that ball was just passed too softly. To me, I was expecting to see Rashford shoot as he was one-on-one. When he picked up the ball and went into the box, his first touch in the box, Bruno Fernandes wasn't even in the 18-yard box at that time. So, you have to go and shoot that ball as a striker. You have to be a little bit more hungry, and, you have to be more resilient and just try to score that goal on your own. But he passed it, and that ball was just a poor pass. But the coach, Erik ten Hag, have some beating, but before we move on to Erik ten Hag, Eriksen came on and changed the game completely. He gave United a different look in that midfielder. He was going for the ball, he was linking up play, with the midfielders, and Marcus Rashford, little acute 1-2 were made in the Midland. Eriksen came on and just controlled the game and just started to spray around the pass, spray around the ball, collecting the ball from the defensive line. United have some work to do in that center half position, and the coach. I'm going to talk about Erik ten Hag right now. He kept playing Amrabat at left back. Amrabat kept his starting position always coming from left back position. Why not just play the man in the middle of the pitch? Just play him in the middle of the park. As I said it on this platform already. Get a kid. Use one of the kid. Or if you don't want to use one of the kid, you can easily play Lindelof at left back. But I guess again it comes down to you don't trust Harry Maguire to play in the center of position with Rafael Varane or with anyone else. You don't trust him. But Erik ten Hag have some beating to get, because this team kept doing the same thing over. This team kept failing us fans, not playing their socks off. They're not playing the full 90 minutes, as we only get like a good 10-15 minutes in the first half, and another good 10-15 minutes, in the second half. And that's not good enough to win games. It's really not good enough, And Amrabat really came in that EFL Cup against Crystal Palace. That was a mixed bunch of Crystal Palace bench players and starting lineup. And, he came in and he done a really good job. And, on the weekend, he did well. But why not make him starting position be in the middle of the park? And I think you will get a better Amrabat. You will get a better Casemiro. You will get more energy in the midfield, But Hannibal, the substitute, why you took the kid off? That's another decision made by the coach. Hannibal wasn't have a poor game. Mason Mason game, it wasn't poor, but this is one of his best games so far. In a United shirt, I would say. He created that goal that Rasmus scored, the offside goal that they wave off back. But Mason was dropping in that little pockets and linking up play, especially when Eriksen came on. But if you're going to take off a midfielder, it should have been is either Casemiro, who was on a yellow card already, who was teasing the players he was probably doing everything to get another yellow card to get a red card to come off the pitch. But, he leave him on the park and he took Hannibal off and brought on Eriksen. And, I think that was one of the mistakes, could have easily taken off Mason Mount and played the kid, because Hannibal was doing a really good job. He was pressing, but some of his pass, I think he got a few passes where, his decision wasn't really perfect, but, he was playing really good. He was pressing his energy, the way he was linking up from right to left, dropping deep, collecting the ball. We don't have that. Mason Mount wasn't really doing that. Mason Mount was kind of shying away from dropping too deep. He was trying to play that number 10 role right in front of Hannibal and, just try to run the channels between the defensive line and Galatasaray midfield line. But, the kid has to stay on the pitch. When he played that game against in the EFL Cup, he ran the most miles than any other United players, in the last 5 years. So he have proved his worth that, he deserved to be in the team, but again, Marcus Rashford in that first half, he was keeping a little bit of the weight. In that game on the weekend against Crystal Palace, he wasn't giving us that weight, but he was staying wide, really wide on that left side. He wasn't really tracking back, and I think that was some information from the coach. To stay wide, stay high, because that Galatasaray right back Sasha Boy, he was just moving forward every time when Galatasaray get the ball to go forward. He's one of those outlets that Galatasaray always depend on to give him the ball. But, United, I don't know, man. The coach, 10 games, 6 lost, 4 win. This is not acceptable on a United term. Last season we lost 1 game at home, only against Brighton. We had I think 22 home games, unbeaten streak in the Premier League last season. And I don't know what Ten are going to do from here. I don't know what he's going to do from here, to be honest. We're going to play Copenhagen next in the Champions League next on match day 3. I think we have Brentford next, so I don't know what the hell is going to happen. Moving on, the other 2 teams in Group A, Copenhagen, the Danish team, Bayern Munich beat them 2-1 after Bayern Munich went down one goal down and came back and win the game 2-1. But Bayern Munich is not playing that fluidity football. They're not finding their mojo just yet. I don't know if the players are not really gelled together as yet, but wonderful performance today from Thomas Muller. Really good performance. He gave the young kid Tell that ball to score the winning goal in that game. Big up to Thomas Muller. So far in this group, Bayern Munich is on top with 6 points, Galatasaray on 4 points, the Danish team Copenhagen on 1 point in 3rd position, and Man United last position, 4th, 0 points so far, 2 games. Last 4-3 at the Allianz Arena to Bayern and last at home to Galatasaray. One of the big games, of of the match day 2 for Tuesday, Napoli versus Real Madrid, as Real Madrid won that game 3-2. Some big call in that game, that penalty that Napoli get to equalize. I think that was Osimhen that challenged that Nacho Milan Osimhen, and that ball kind of deflect back from Nacho foot to back to his hand. And I don't know what's going on with VAR and these decisions. It's like every week, midweek is the same thing with VAR. They just can't give VAR a break. But the big man is on farm, man. Jude Moon, Jude Bellingham, the man can't stop score. What? I think Bellingham scored 6 goals in 7 appearances for Real Madrid this season and 2 assists. But Vinicius Jr. is back. Wonderful finish. That's a really good finish. That's one of the things with Vinicius. His finishing is improving. His game is getting better. Each time this player played, he's looking like the real deal for Real Madrid. As his first season, it was like a learning curve. But, watching Vinicius play now, it's just seeing a true Brazilian playing samba football. Valverde, what a wonderful strike. That ball hit the post and hit back the goalkeeper and go inside the back of the net. I think that was our own goal. But Real Madrid is really looking good, to be honest. They're looking really good, as if they're going to win another Champions League yet again with Carlo Ancelotti. But, they're in the same group with Union Berlin and Braga. But Real Madrid is in first position, 6 points. Napoli in second position and 3 points. And Braga, the Portuguese team, and 3 points in third position. And Union Berlin yet to come off the mark, 0 points. 2 from 2, they lost already. Group B, moving on. Lens versus Arsenal. What a massive result in France for Lens. It's a really good 3 points to pick up. Beating a very good Gunners team on the road. Gunners farm on the road is really good, but Arsenal going to be without Bukayo Saka. He picked up an injury in the game. Arsenal fans were celebrating just talking about, oh, yeah, Rodri not going to play on the weekend. Yeah, but look, Bukayo Saka limp off again. I think he limp off in that game against Tottenham in North London derby, I think a couple of weeks ago. But it's going to be a really good game, coming up this weekend. Arsenal versus Man City, man. But look, other results in Group B, PSV and Sevilla, played out to a 2-2 draw in Eindhoven in Netherlands. But Lens is the leaders in match day 2, as the group table is looking really sexy. In the UEFA Champions League, Group B is looking good. Lens on 4 points, first position. Arsenal in second position at 3 points, and Sevilla, draw their first 2 games, 2 points, and PSV is on 1 point. This group is going to be, it's going to go down, I think, go down all the way to match day 5 and 6. This group is one of the groups to look out for in the Champions League, Group B. The last sets of games, for Group D, Inter Milan beat Benfica. Benfica losing back-to-back game in the UEFA Champions League this campaign, as they lost their first home game against Salzburg 2-0, and now they travel to the San Siro and lost 1-0. A wonderful goal by Thuram, the Frenchman. But Salzburg, as I said earlier, Salzburg beaten by Real Sociedad at their home ground 2-0. So the group is looking like this. Real Sociedad in first position and 4 points. Inter Milan is in second position and 4 points. Salzburg is in third position and 3 points, and Benfica is on 0 points in last position. But yeah, tomorrow is some big games going to play, some big giant games. Newcastle coming up against Kylian Mbappe. Luis Enrique is still searching for that PSG team to go like as they did a couple seasons ago when they went all the way to the final and lost to Bayern Munich I think it was in COVID. But it's going to be a really good game tomorrow, at St. James Park. And another one, Borussia Dortmund welcome the Rossoneri's from Italy, AC Milan, Rafael Leo and boys. Captain America, Pulisic is on farm. I'm looking forward for that game tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to see that game, AC Milan coming up against Borussia Dortmund at home. That game going to be really good. But the marquee game tomorrow still is Newcastle versus PSG. I think there's some other games tomorrow. Man City travel to Leipzig. They played RB Leipzig away. Barcelona travel to Portugal to play FC Porto. Atletico Madrid welcome the Dutch team Feyenoord, and the team from the Basque area in Ukraine, Shakhtar Donetsk, welcome by Antwerp from Belgium. But this is it, people. Oh, and Lazio, one of the Rome team, Lazio will travel to Scotland to face the Scottish champion. That's going to be a cracker tomorrow at Celtic Park. Who knows Celtic Park? On a Tuesday or a Wednesday, even a Thursday in the Europa or the Conference League, they always give their best to the team. They always have a really good vibes, a good atmosphere, in the stadium. Just rally the players on at home. But, we have come to an end, of the Champions League review show. Match day 2, tomorrow again, I will be here. But guess what? I won't be in the studio. I will be on the road doing that Champions League review show. But yeah, people, thanks for watching. This is Nicardo Media House. Thanks for supporting the videos, man. If you're new, you know what to do. Click the bell. You know what to support the channel. Smash up the like button. Comment. Yo, you United fans, comment and tell me what you guys think, man. Comment and tell me what you guys think. Gunners fans, Gunners Nation, the Gooners. Let me know what's going to happen on the weekend, man, coming up against defending champions Manchester City. But yeah, we have come to the end of the show, man. Thanks for watching. This is Nicardo Media House. Salute, art of love. Bless up, people. We love you.
In the city life, I'm feeling so alive. Drifting around the corner, got them shades on my eyes. It's a pretty little thing by my side that's flawless. Why you niggas still chasing road?